What's up, everybody, and welcome to Hoarding Wombat Collectibles. About 6 months ago, right around when The Hunted came out, I finally decided it was time to hop on the bandwagon and start collecting and playing Flesh and Blood. With growing Magic prices and more focus on the universes beyond, I wanted to get into something that was a little more fantasy focused and also super transparent about how much product they produce. They actually have a whole webpage on their website showing how much each print run is for each booster box, which I thought was pretty cool. Unfortunately, right as I started getting into Flesh and Blood, prices spiked to up over $100 a booster box, and now they're almost around $150 per booster box with high C's coming out, which is definitely not ideal. But luckily, there are still tons of older boxes, even first edition boxes, that are still pretty cheap, around like $60. Like Monarch, I think, is around like $60. I picked up a couple boxes of those, first edition, and then Everfest, I think, is still pretty cheap too. So I was looking to get a couple of those just to say like you own a first edition box, which is pretty cool. But I also thought, why not start at the beginning with this? This is one of the first battle decks that they have, the classic battles that LSS put out. And I was thinking I got it for like around $56 on TCG Player. I was hoping to learn to play the game with it and also challenge my girlfriend and other friends who play Magic. But enough of my story. Let's open this box and see what's inside. Editor, do the thing. So I have looked up a little bit of the story of Flesh and Blood. Hopefully I don't ruin this box. Maybe I'll open this up. I have looked up a little bit of the story of Flesh and Blood. Obviously it's set on the world of Wrath. And there's just a bunch of heroes that are basically battling. You put little pieces of equipment on those heroes to get them a little bit stronger, and that's kind of how you play the game. This comes with like a whole big thing. I think that's actually the playmat. It comes with a playmat that is shows you kind of where to put all your cards, which is nice. Let's take this whole thing out. Those are the decks. All right, that's it in the box. Yeah, so these are the decks that are in here. No box or anything, which is pretty cool. You got that and that. And then you have little classic battles, just kind of describing them, both of the characters with some artworks on there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I think this is actually the whole poster shows kind of where you're supposed to put all your heroes and everything. So it kind of explains it. Heroes, weapons, arsenal. So that's pretty cool. Little way to learn the game. Actually picked up, which I'll do another one on, TCC, Tulare Community College, did like a some sort of thing where they teamed up with LSS and got like the Bright Lights set, which has a little playmat that also has this the same stuff on here. We'll start with Dorinthea, the Dorinthea Deck. Dorinthea is from Solana, and she's I think a warrior class, so that's pretty cool. So that's that. I don't know why there's no Rhinar part on there. But what is cool is this actually comes with a cold foil, since it's in one of the first print runs, I believe. It comes with a cold foil equipment. So we got Iron Rot Helmet. Then we have Blossom of Spring. I believe this is cold foil too. I have to get into more of looking into all the different types of items that you get. I think these are all a set type of this type of stuff. So this Gallantry Gold, also I believe in the cold foil. Iron Rot Legs, cold foil. And then you have your hero, which is Dorinthea Quicksilver Prodigy. There's also, I believe, some foiling on there too, which is cool. I think those are the... Oh, there's another one over here. Dawnblade Resplendent. I think that's like kind of the special weapon that you get with her, which is cool. Ooh, that's a really nice artwork. Hala Golden Helm, Warrior Mentor. Guess you can have a little mentor for there. Glistening Steel Blade. It's another one. And On Guard. It's cool, a little training for it. Another On Guard goes in your deck. And I think these are all playable out of the box. I have to see what they're playable in. I don't know exactly that. I'll have to do a little bit more research on there, but you're kind of learning as I learned, which on this, so I'll keep you updated with it. Second Swing, another Second Swing. Warrior's Valor, it's pretty cool. Another Warrior's Valor. Sharpened Steel. Sharpened Steel. I don't know if there's anything that's crazy, like, expensive in these. It was only 56 bucks, so it's probably not, but I thought it was pretty cool to learn the game. This is Run Through, kind of attacking an orc over there. Thrust. And another Thrust. I know the rarity has to do with the symbols that are on the side over here. I just have to get more information on that. In the Swing. In the Swing. But overall, these artworks are pretty cool. Like these Iron Song Response. Iron Song Response. I think the artworks are probably going to get better. I mean, these look a little like digital. I don't know. Some of the artists are down the bottom over here. I don't know if they're get like more painted ones, kind of like Magic does. Driving Blade. Slice and Dice. Pretty cool. Slice and Dice. And I don't know if anyone wants to like learn the lore of Flesh and Blood, but I kind of wanted to get into it and read up on those. I know I do a lot for Magic. On the Knife Edge. Out for Blood. Also another Out for Blood. So I was probably going to redo a little research on them and maybe do another lore video for Flesh and Blood specifically, just like on Wrath and maybe these two heroes. We have Hit and Run. Visit the Blacksmith. Blade Flash. Also another Blade Flash. Looks like you get a lot of these too. Toughen Up. Also another Toughen Up. Sigil of Solace. Also another Sigil of Solace. Flock of the Featherwalkers. That's a pretty cool card. It looks pretty cool. Another Flock of the Featherwalkers. Generic Action. And generic resources. I think anything that's generic you can have 2 of, maybe? I don't know. I have to learn a little bit more. And a generic token is an aura. So that's pretty much for the Dorinthea deck. So let's open up the Rhinar deck. Now we're going a little quick on these, but I'm planning to play these right after I'm done with this video. I'm excited to play them. This is all the back. I don't see the other cards in here, but we have Bone Visor in that cold foil. This is from we're now on the Rhinar side. So he's from the Savage Lands, from what I'm hearing. So they also get into some battles together. So the two of them, Bone Visor, Blossom of Spring, also again cold foil. Ironhide Gauntlet, cold foil. Ironhide Legs, cold foil. And then you get your Rhinar, which is pretty cool. Looks like a pretty cool guy. And then there's, just a card kind of explaining what Rhinar does. I think this was supposed to be kind of on the outside, showing which deck it was. But and then you have Bone Basher. That's what that piece is. Cold foil, kind of the special weapon. And then Brute Mentor. That is cool art. I really like this borderless kind of art that they have on here. So Chief Rookatan. Alpha Rampage. Beast Mode. Nice. Another Beast Mode. Pack Hunt. Another Pack Hunt. Bear Fangs. I kind of like these artworks a little bit more. They're a little more like intricate. Bear Fangs as well. Wild Ride. Another Wild Ride. Wrecking Ball. Oh, that's cool. Punch him in the face. His hand is a wrecking ball in that situation. Wrecking Ball. So you got brute actions. These are brute actions, so I guess they're specific to the brutes. So Rhinar is a brute, and Dorinthea is a warrior class. So we got brute action. Pack Call. Also another brute action. Smash Instinct. Another Smash Instinct. Smash with Big Tree. I like that a lot. I'm happy that this is in the deck. That's cool. Smash with Big Tree again. Another brute action. Generic action. So that's what the generic actions are. Sorry. So basically any hero can use them. Muscle Mutt. Another Muscle Mutt. Raging Onslaught. Another Raging Onslaught. Generic actions. Wounded Bull. Another Wounded Bull. Barraging Beatdown. Oh, looks like he got punched a couple times over there. It's pretty nice. Barraging Beatdown. Another brute action. Rally the Rear Guard. Another Rally the Rear Guard. Wrecker Romp. Some brute action in there. Wrecker Romp. Come to Fight. He's definitely bringing a fight. He's got his double axes. Clearing Bellow. Another Clearing Bellow. Dodge. Doesn't look like they dodged very well on that. Got their haircut. A little easy way to get a haircut that way. Generic strength reaction. Then we have Titanium Bubble. Same generic resource and a Titanium Bubble generic resource. All right, so that's what the two decks are. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna start opening up a little bit more. I definitely have some stuff to open up. Probably next I'll do that Bright Lights set, which actually has 4 decks in it, and also the playmat and everything else. So, but thanks for hanging out. Just a heads up to those who do watch my Magic stuff. I'm probably not going to be opening up any Final Fantasy stuff. The closest I've gotten to Final Fantasy is like Kingdom Hearts. So I don't really know much about Final Fantasy. I wasn't too excited for it, but I can't knock the Universes Beyond stuff totally because I actually am pretty excited for Avatar. I'll do a bunch of those. But yeah, Final Fantasy is like going crazy right now, so there's no way I'm going to really be buying that. But if you want to check out any of my other Magic videos, if you're also a fan of Magic, you can check those out up here or just go to my channel and I have a bunch of those. Do box openings. I also do some lore talks, which I maybe do some lore on these two and then some lore on Wrath, which would be pretty cool if I do get time. Right now I'm doing Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'm in the middle of writing all of those lore videos. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you can check the channel out. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you, everybody, and have a good day.